Have you ever stood on the Alexandra Bridge, straddling the Ottawa River, and wondered which side offers a better life? On one bank, Gatineau, Quebec, beckons with the promise of affordability. On the other, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada's capital, shines with career opportunities. This isn't just a choice between two cities. It's a decision that pits your wallet against your professional ambitions. Welcome to a deep dive into the Gatineau-Ottawa dilemma, a strategic life choice for thousands in the National Capital Region. We'll dissect the numbers, explore the policies, and look into the future to help you understand which side of the river might be right for you. The central question for many is straightforward. Where can I afford to live well? And where can I build a successful career? Let's start with the most significant expense for any household: housing. In Gatineau, the dream of homeownership is significantly more accessible. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the prices are, on average, considerably lower than in Ottawa. For instance, the benchmark price for a single-family home in Gatineau can be hundreds of thousands of dollars less than its equivalent just a few kilometres away in Ottawa. This price difference isn't just a statistic. It translates into a lower mortgage, more disposable income, and potentially a less stressful financial life. For renters, the story is similar. A two-bedroom apartment in Gatineau typically costs less per month than a comparable unit in Ottawa, freeing up cash for savings, investments, or simply enjoying life. This affordability factor is the primary magnet drawing people to the Quebec side of the river. It's a powerful incentive, especially for young families, first-time homebuyers, and anyone feeling the squeeze of rising living costs. The trade-off, however, is often perceived as a longer commute and fewer local high-paying job opportunities, which brings us to the other side of the equation. Now, let's cross the bridge into Ottawa. As the nation's capital, Ottawa is the heart of the federal government, a massive employer offering stable, well-paying jobs with excellent benefits. Beyond the public sector, the city boasts a thriving tech industry, often dubbed Silicon Valley North, with major players and innovative startups providing a wealth of opportunities for skilled professionals. The career ceiling in Ottawa is demonstrably higher. The concentration of corporate headquarters, research institutions, and national organizations means more senior roles, specialized positions, and greater potential for career advancement and salary growth. If your primary focus is climbing the professional ladder, Ottawa presents a clear advantage. The jobs are here, the networks are here, and the ecosystem is geared towards professional achievement. However, this robust job market comes at a cost, quite literally. The demand for housing, driven by this influx of professionals, pushes prices up. The very career opportunities that make Ottawa attractive also contribute to its higher cost of living. This creates the core dilemma. Do you live where the jobs are and pay a premium for it? Or do you live where it's affordable and commute to your career? It's a classic head versus heart, or perhaps more accurately, wallet versus resume, decision that defines life in the capital region. Choosing between Gatineau and Ottawa goes far beyond housing prices and job titles. It involves navigating a complex web of provincial policies that directly impact your finances and quality of life. Let's begin with the most debated topic: taxes. Quebec, including Gatineau, is known for having one of the highest personal income tax rates in Canada. This is a crucial calculation. While you might save on your mortgage, a larger portion of your paycheck will go to provincial taxes. This can sometimes offset, or even negate, the savings from cheaper housing, especially for higher earners. You need to run the numbers for your specific income level to see the net effect. Conversely, Ontario's income tax rates are lower, meaning you keep more of your gross salary if you live in Ottawa. However, Ottawa residents face higher property taxes, which can add a significant amount to the annual cost of homeownership. It's a balancing act of lower income tax versus lower property tax. Next, let's consider healthcare. Both provinces offer universal healthcare, but the systems operate differently. Your choice of residence determines which provincial health card you hold: a RAMP card in Quebec or an OHIP card in Ontario. This affects your access to doctors, specialists, and hospitals. While you can receive emergency care in either province, finding a family doctor can be a challenge on both sides of the river. Some people might prefer the network of hospitals in Ottawa, while others might find access to certain services easier in Gatineau. It's a personal consideration that often depends on individual health needs and experiences. Wait times and the availability of specific treatments can vary, so it's wise to research the current state of both systems before making a move. Finally, for families with young children, childcare is a game changer. Quebec's subsidised daycare program is famous across the country. The system offers spaces at a very low, fixed daily rate, making childcare incredibly affordable for parents in Gatineau. This can save a family thousands of dollars per year compared to the market rates in Ottawa, which are among the highest in Canada. While Ontario is rolling out its own plan to reduce childcare fees, it has not yet reached the level of affordability seen in Quebec. For many families, the savings on childcare in Gatineau are so substantial that they become the single most important factor in their decision, outweighing even the higher income taxes. This policy alone has shaped the demographics of many Gatineau neighbourhoods, attracting young families from across the region. Each of these policies, taxes, healthcare, and childcare, represents a critical piece of the puzzle. The best choice depends entirely on your personal circumstances, your income, your family status, and your health needs. Now, we take a brief moment. Consider the key points we've discussed. The tangible difference in housing costs, the concentration of career opportunities, the intricate dance of taxes, healthcare access, and childcare subsidies. Let these factors settle. This decision isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about the kind of life you want to build. What do you prioritize? Financial breathing room, career advancement, family support. There is no single right answer, only the right answer for you. Reflect on where you are in your life and where you want to go. The bridge between Gatineau and Ottawa is more than just a physical structure. It's a symbol of the choices and compromises we make. Looking ahead, the future of the Gatineau-Ottawa region is one of continued growth and integration, but also of persistent challenges. A key factor shaping the next decade will be infrastructure, particularly transportation. The daily commute across the interprovincial bridges is already a point of frustration for many. The success of Ottawa's light rail transit system and its potential extension into Gatineau is a critical development to watch. A seamless, efficient public transit network connecting both sides of the river would fundamentally change the dynamic. It could make living in affordable Gatineau while working in Ottawa far more practical and appealing, potentially driving up Gatineau property values and easing some of the traffic congestion. The planning and construction of a sixth bridge crossing is another long-term scenario that is frequently debated. If realised, it would significantly impact traffic flow and development patterns on both sides. Urban growth is another major trend. Both cities are expanding. In Ottawa, we see ongoing intensification in the urban core and sprawling development in suburban areas like Connaught, Bowhaven, and Orleans. This growth puts continuous pressure on housing prices and infrastructure. In Gatineau, the Aylmer, Hull, and Gatineau sectors are also experiencing rapid development, driven by the city's affordability. The question is how this growth will be managed. Will it lead to greater urban sprawl, or will both municipalities embrace smarter, denser, and more sustainable development? The future work-from-home landscape will also play a huge role. If remote and hybrid work arrangements become a permanent feature for federal and private sector employees, the need to live close to a downtown office diminishes. This could make Gatineau even more attractive as the daily commute becomes less of a factor. It might also lead to a decentralisation of Ottawa's job market, with smaller commercial hubs emerging in the suburbs. Strategically, anyone considering a move should be thinking not just about the region today, but about what it might look like in 5, 10, or 20 years. The decisions made by city planners and policymakers in the coming years will directly shape your investment and your quality of life. So, let's bring it all together. The choice between Gatineau and Ottawa is a complex, multi-layered decision with no easy answer. On one hand, Gatineau offers the powerful allure of affordability. Lower housing costs and heavily subsidised childcare can provide significant financial relief, creating more disposable income and a potentially less stressful path to homeownership. This is a massive advantage, especially for young families and those on a tighter budget. However, this comes with the trade-off of higher provincial income taxes and, for many, a daily commute for work. On the other hand, Ottawa stands as the region's economic engine. It offers a robust job market, particularly in the public sector and high-tech, with higher salaries and greater opportunities for career advancement. The trade-off here is a significantly more expensive housing market and higher costs for services like childcare. Living in Ottawa may mean a shorter commute and proximity to work, but it comes at a premium that can strain household finances. Ultimately, your decision rests on a personal calculation of priorities. You must weigh the financial benefits of living in Gatineau against the career advantages of being based in Ottawa. Run the numbers. Use online tax calculators to compare your net income. Research the housing markets in the specific neighbourhoods you're considering. If you have children, the childcare savings in Quebec could be the deciding factor. If your career is in a highly specialised field centred in Ottawa, proximity might be non-negotiable. Consider your life stage, your long-term goals, and even your lifestyle preferences for culture and community. There is no universal better side of the river. There is only the side that is better for you at this point in your life. It's a strategic choice that will shape your finances, your career, and your daily life for years to come. We hope this analysis has provided you with a clearer framework for making that important decision. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it and subscribing to our channel for more in-depth content. We appreciate your support.